Okay. In the beginning, I always need like a minute to set up the session and then I start sharing. Okay, enjoy. I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded, so we can always hold more light in our systems. And light is pure information. And when we receive this high vibrational divine light, it contains very, very high vibrational information. And it's changing our system. It basically removes everything that's not of our highest truth and brings in information that is of our highest truth. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. And there's this very, very beautiful, beautiful golden light coming in right away. And it flows in the third eye chakra and heart chakra, starts filling up the system. And this golden light is just so specifically beautiful. It's so nurturing for all our levels and also specifically the human. It's very nurturing. And the more light is coming in, so it's filling up the body, the energy body, and also the area around us. So it's filling up the space around us as well. And it's flowing in. There's a lot of light coming in, but it's like slowly coming in. It's just slowly flowing in. It's like honey, it flows very slowly but steady. And maybe you can feel how the body starts to relaxing more. And that you feel very, very comfortable in your body or more and more comfortable. and that it's really easy to let go of tension, or if you are still distracted by something, just allow it to be there, but withdrawing the attention from the distraction or the tension just to this beautiful light and how it makes you feel in your body. So more of it is coming in, more of it is coming in. And this is just pure divine light. It's so pure and it's so high vibrational. You know, it wants us to meet our divine part, to bring this forward and to live through that in this life experience. And this is what it's here for and helping with. It transforms from, if you want to, use out and inside, but from outside in, and the divine aspect, the light aspect from inside out. Okay, and while this is happening, I clear surface energies. Surface energies are all sorts of energies that are floating around the top of your system and that are still, or maybe still, maybe not anymore, but that are creating the noise and the movement in our system. So when we feel unsettled, when we feel there is emotions there, there is thoughts there, there's just movement there, then it's mostly because of these surface energies. Clear them. And then I also remove energies out of the mind level. So thoughts, energies that create thoughts. And when I remove energies out of your system, for example, right now out of the mind level, this divine light that's coming in right now takes over that space, because when I remove energies, there's basically an empty space, and the light that's coming in can take over that space right away. And then there's just less possibilities or even no possibilities to have thoughts running as we would during our everyday life experience. So maybe you can feel this light expanding also on the mind level. Quiets the mind. Then I open up the central energy channel. The central energy channel is located in the center of your energy field, and this is where life energy flows through the system. Life energy flows always from the root to the crown chakra and falls back down in all directions and flows up again through the root chakra and so forth. And we can always increase the flow of life energy, and this can happen when the system is more open and expanded, and also when there are less and less blockages in our system. So I'm expanding the central energy channel more and more and more. And then I also always see in our system, there is these mechanisms that are creating the experience of a past and a future. So there is no past and no future really, but we have the experience. So we can have the experience when this mechanism is still in place. And and the energies are working on breaking down this mechanism. So basically, you're being pulled fully into the present moment right now. Everything happens in the present moment, all experiences. So it's very simple. That's basically it. Everything happens in the present moment. And if we, for example, have concerns about the future, or we have fears about the future and so forth, it's really about something that hasn't been created yet, that hasn't also manifested yet. And when something happens, it always happens, of course, then in the present moment. And in the present moment, we have the possibility to act on things, to react, and so forth. So we always have abilities to what's the word? To make decisions in the present moment, the right choices for us, and so forth. So I clear energies because I see them popping up right away. Is fear about, so I clear this in general first, about manipulation and about losing control of your life and not having control about your life and your decisions. But authorities are having this, having the control, or somebody else. Like, yeah, I guess authorities, or yeah, somebody else. Let's just say it like that, so that you lose control over your life situation, over your decision space, over your free will. So I clear those energies. Uh, Specifically third chakra, I clear the energy of the loss of control, so energy of loss, oh, or not being able to be in control. Those energies are clear. Then I open up chakras, crown chakra. So I open up the chakras even more. Crown chakra first, then third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. I just clear a few energies out of the lower chakras. So root chakra, fear. There's always fear in the root chakra, specifically fear of the future, fear of not having control, of being overruled, of being manipulated, of not being able to use the free will. So clear those fears, and the fear of dying is always the core fear. So clear the fear of dying as well. The fear of unpredictable situations, or in general unpredictable situations, and I would just summarize it as fear of the future, fear of the unknown. Then second chakra is resistance to life energy itself, to life unfolding, and there is mistrust, not trusting, not trusting in general. Third chakra, I clear those energies. So the opposite of trust, mistrust. I hope that's the right word. So clear this energy. Heart chakra is always identification. So when I'm identifying with certain energies and experiences, then it's stored in the heart chakra. I want to be in control. I want to be in control. I want to have a say in things. I want to decide. I want to make decisions. It's my life, my decisions. I choose, I choose, I choose, I choose. I want to make choices. I want to make choices. And I prefer certain things and I don't prefer certain things. Clear those energies. Then second chakra, clear the energy of hate, hatred, anger, then shame as well. So I'm just clearing all sorts of energies. So there's just, for example, like I'm just seeing all sorts of different shame energies, like shame of being different, of not being good enough, of having certain, preferring certain things over others, being different compared to other people, not being good at certain things, not being able to do certain things you want to do in a specific way, and so forth. So there's just shame energy. I clear it. Then I also clear anxiety, first chakra. Anxiety, it's mostly around losing control over the body, losing control in general. So anxiety around that. And yeah, also not being in control in general. Yeah. More shame. So around sexuality, sexual energies, all sorts of experiences around sexuality, clear those energies. Then heart chakra, I clear more identification energies. I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. I can't handle certain things, I can't handle it, I can't handle it. I'm fearful, I'm fearful, I'm fearful, I'm fearful. I don't want to lose control, I don't want to lose control. Clear those energies. Then third chakra, energy of confusion, confusion, how to navigate through this life, how to make choices, to look or to recognize which choices are for you and which are, let's say, against you, or which ones are better for you or not so good for you. There's often like this compass of which choices would be the better one over the other. Is like there is this concern that it's out of balance, or sometimes we just don't feel what's better for us or what not. Often we do, sometimes we don't, and there is confusion around this. And basically what I'm getting, the information in general, is that of course it's important to look into certain topics if you're interested, specific topics, like topics where you feel you want to evolve, you want to make changes, you want to become better in, you want to learn, and so forth. And it's good to look into details of other people's experiences and sharings if you want, but it's always about coming back to yourself, and it's all about what's resonating, and it often doesn't make sense to the rational mind in that specific moment, but it's really about that, what's resonating in the present moment, what feels true for me right now in this present moment, because it can always change. There is like no remedy that serves all. There is no way of living your life of, I don't know, nutrition, sports, health recommendations, spiritual practice recommendations, and so forth that serves all. Like something like that doesn't exist. A lot of people are sharing the information as if, there is this one information that's true for everybody, and if we don't follow that, then we do something wrong, or so forth. So there's just confusion about this. So I clear it out of the system. I clear confusion about a lot of different information, or a lot of information that says basically, what's the right way to say that, the best way, that just brings up confusion, because one person says this, and then one book says this, one podcast says this, I don't know, one spiritual teacher says this, and so forth. So there's just a lot of information overload, and you find information in all areas with exactly what you want to hear or what you not want to hear. So it's all out there in all areas. And it's really about coming back to see, first of all, what's actually important. Most of it is not important anyway. It's a lot of mind, um, what's the best word? Contemplation. And then when we feel into our system, what do we actually need, or what's important to us? What do we need to know? What do we need to act on? What do we need to do in the present moment? Then most of it falls away anyways. And then it's really about what resonates in the present moment. So the energies are coming in and helping right now, helping to bring forward the understanding of what resonates for you, and to feel this resonance, like that you have this inner compass, that you feel, okay, this resonates and this not. So this is just being worked on by the energy, that it's easier for you to navigate through your everyday life experience, because there's so much information out there. And this energy that's present right now, so mainly there are other energies, but mainly this golden light, it's really like, don't worry. Don't worry about things too much. Don't worry about, about whatever that is present for you. Don't worry about these things too much. We can get lost in detail very easily. And then we kind of lose the focus of what's really important. And what's really important is to have an open and expanded system and an open heart. So this would be the most important part of our systems that needs attention. So if there is no resonance, you have experienced this in the past, and there is contraction in the system. If you don't prefer something, there is contraction. And if you are connected to people or situations or something that you prefer and enjoy, you're relaxed, the system is open, life energy is flowing. And this is what we want. And this is what the energy that's present right now emphasizes so much is, doing things, connecting to situations, people, information that opens up your system and expands your system and allows your life energy to flow. And everything else, so everything that contracts your system, no matter what it is, like news, certain movies, maybe certain people you meet, certain situations where you contract, don't bother wasting your time connecting. And the light that's present right now really puts this information into our system so that this is our new normal, our new understanding of how to navigate through life. And that we can just live from there. That this is our normal understanding of things. So it's coming in right now. And there is a lot of information coming in through the third eye chakra, and in general, activation of the third eye chakra and the pineal gland is happening right now as well. To describe it in an easy way, so the sixth sense is something that's there for us anyways. It's just different abilities or different let's say senses beside the five senses we have, and probably many of you are experiencing them already anyways, but since the experience of them is just very normal and very integrated, we don't have like a specific experience of them, or we're not even aware that this is happening. So these senses or openings or abilities, whatever we want to call it, are being refined. And if some are not open yet, they're just being opened up right now. And they also help us to navigate through this life. So the heart does, the five senses do, but then also like the sixth sense, which is not just one, but there's like different ones, also helps with that. It just makes us more fine-tuned to our personal highest truth, to see that, to distinguish, and to then be able, of course, to choose. We are choosing to follow that, because part of our free will, we don't have to follow it, of course, but we can choose to follow that. And I'm removing energies that are in the way of following our personal inner compass, or the personal navigator, the highest truth. So limiting energies, most of them are there from the past that say otherwise, like you are wrong, you don't know nothing, basically you don't know anything, but some authority told you that they know better than you do. So mostly parents, teachers, all sorts of, like, not just teacher at school, but like all sorts of people who had this kind of role in our lives. Also, like, authorities of different kinds. Clear those energies. So basically they took away the your personal power over your own authority or your own um, possibly to navigate through this life in a simple way. Like, as a child, it's very easy to do that, but then it falls away because of these limitations we're experiencing. So clear limitations, all sorts of limitations that are disconnecting us from this navigation. So specifically, I look into um, the first time when we were children and when we experienced that as we are and making decisions is not right, but we are wrong and others are right. Um, so I'm healing and clearing this first situation. So it's the seed or the root cause of all other experiences we're having that, yeah, root in this specific experience, with the same energy, just manifesting in different ways, often, of course, similar ways, but often also different ones. Like when we're older, it's different. So heal this one, clear it out of the system. Then two more experiences that were like more major ones with those energies. I heal it. So the second one, I clear it. And the third one, and these are, so everything we cleared up until now are energies that are in a way of experiencing inner peace on a constantly, because it's there all the time anyways. It's just behind these energies that are still stuck in the system. I mean, there are other energies stuck as well, but they were also very important ones to be healed and cleared. And behind there is the peace. The peace we're experiencing within us, with ourselves, with the understanding, so I am just as I am, and I'm exactly how I'm supposed to be, and I'm exactly, yeah, I'm perfect as I am. So that's coming in. And this brings even in more peace, because it means you don't need to be anybody else, or you don't need to do anything else for other people and so forth. It's really about, I'm here, I am as I am, and I'm perfect as I am. And I'm not, then there would be like, oh, but I have this flaw, or I'm lazy, or whatever. It's not about that. It's really okay, we are just as we are. There is like, I guess, some humans are more optimized in their daily life experience than others, and that's just their choice. That's very fine. But in general, like no matter what people are doing, it's really about this center point in the system, experiencing that and recognizing, I'm here, I exist, and this is basically all it takes, or all that's needed. And this brings in a lot of peace. So it allows your inner peace to come forward, because it's there. We often just don't allow it to be there because we need to change things, we need to run after things, we need to do a lot in your everyday life experience, errands, life, and so forth. So this is why we often don't experience it. But when it comes forward more and more, then eventually we can have a very busy life experience, and at the same time this peace is just present all the time. It's like the underlying experience of all other experiences. It's this peace and silence. So I bring this peace forward more and more. And when this peace is present, it really changes how we make like our decisions, because we often make decisions based on the least resistance, and that what brings us the most, I guess the best word then is to use this peace, or the most satisfaction, but this is just because we made a decision, and then this is the energy that came with the decision. But what we want is we want to come from that place. So from this peace, from the silence. So I'm expanding this experience of peace and silence in your system. I just clear a few more energies that are in the way. I see them popping up right now. A heart chakra, always identification. So in general, identification. I identify with life and with what's happening in life. I take it personal. I take things personal that are happening in life because I have the identification, or which is the misunderstanding is that this is my life and my experience. And of course, it's, we incarnate here and we have this human life experience, but it's just the problem, or it's not a problem. This is what everybody has, but this is this identification, and this brings with it a lot more problems and suffering, versus when this identification is not there. It's just a different way of moving through life. And then a core misunderstanding is I am separate. I am separate from all that is, and I'm separate from God. I'm separate from all that is. I'm alone. I'm alone in this. I'm left alone in this. I am not supported. I need to support myself, and I need to rely on people around me. Clear these energies. I made mistakes, or I made so many mistakes. I made mistakes, and then I can't forgive myself. I can't forgive myself. I also can't forgive others. I clear those energies. I need to change. I need to be different. I'm not good as I am. And also, I want to change. I want to change because I don't like myself. I prefer I would be different. I would look different. I would uh, speak different or just be different. Um, have would have made different choices and so forth. Just clear those energies. They're also just in the way from this experiencing the peace of the present moment, just being in alignment with yourself and life, being balanced basically. I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. The light flows then also into deeper layers. And this light is holding us in this very, very beautiful space. Feels like being in a like a blanket, being under a blanket of golden light that's nourishing, that's comforting. And under this beautiful blanket, it feels like everything is exactly perfect as it is in your current experience. But with this recognition, so I see when this system has the recognition, everything is perfect as it is, tension falls away, blockages are falling away, misunderstandings falling away. Everything is there for a reason. And there are no mistakes. And this is very, very heart opening. So the heart opens up more and more because it just feels, if I use the word safe, well, this is how the heart feels. But because energies are falling away, that makes us not feel safe to open up the heart more and to live from the heart more. And I see this extreme heaviness that life sometimes brings with it or has brought with it. And that's in the system. So I clear just heaviness or energies that are holding us down and holding us small and holding us in a specific space of limitation. And what we really want is we want to have the peace that's constant, present, and there, and also the underlying joy of existence, because it comes with the peace. So they basically go hand in hand, although sometimes, there's more just the peace is more neutral, so there's more peace present. And then the joy of existence is also a more subtle experience, but it's just there all the time. And it's a bit more, there's a bit more aliveness in this energy. And the two of them are combined are just a beautiful place to live life from, to come from. You know, and when we manage to step behind, or well, a better way to say it, to heal and clear the system, so clear the stuff that's piled up in this lifetime on the human level, what we are behind the human starts coming forward, starts shining through. And this is also what we know as the integration process of what we beyond the human. So the true nature starts shining through more and more and more. And then we can live more from there, from what we are behind the human. And you know, this possibility wasn't there at all times. You know, let's say a few hundred years ago, the human was more solid, like more dense even. And the energies that, I mean, there were energies also coming in, but I just see the difference compared to today. We have the possibility to really remove these denser vibrations, these denser energies, these lower vibrational energies out of our system, so that the system becomes more light, more high vibrational. And then these extremely high vibrational divine lights that are coming in, they actually have the possibility to, first of all, enter the system and then also work on the system, so that what we are, which is also very high vibrational, right? Our true nature, divine nature, can move forward as well. And this wasn't always possible, because when the system is too dense, it doesn't work, or at least not to that extent, so that we actually get a real experience in our lives, that we can say, oh wow, my true nature is living through me, through this vessel. And this is what we're doing here as well. We are integrating this already, this realization that we, you know, there's something behind the human, that we are all that is at the same time as we are human. And this can come forward more and more. And I clear just parts, small energies that are popping up, that are afraid of the true nature, or they don't know what to expect or how this is going to manifest or coming forward. So just clear those energies or concerns. So it's, or even hesitations, you know. And maybe you can feel really this flow of energy pushing forward into your current experience. Of your true nature, so it's coming forward more and more. Maybe you can feel the energy of it is like it's a lot softer, it's a lot more high vibrational. There is truth in it, there is joy in it, there is peace in it. At the same time, there is nothing going on, you know, not like in the human, there's always so much going on. There's nothing going on, it's empty, we can say. Or there's an absence of this movement. And it just feels so Beautiful. So expansive. And in this space is basically next level relaxation possible, because you can just fully fall into this space, and there's nothing in the system that has this alertness then, like usually we have this survival mode going on, and it's hard to, or harder to fully relax sometimes. But in this space, you just drop into this space. There's no, like, this survival mode is basically turned off, if you want to call it like that, or just a way of describing it. There's trust in there, there is ease in there. So let's sit with this for 2-3 minutes in silence, just that you can enjoy this. Because when I talk, there is me talking, so that you can enjoy this more and more. Let's sit with this in silence for 2-3 minutes. So when you tune into your system right now, the massive expansion, maybe you're experiencing that. And this is what we want. We want to have a very open and expanded system at all times. So we're working towards that, because it helps basically to be surrendered fully. Life energy is flowing through the system. We are surrendered to life energy, to life itself. We have more energy available. Life becomes an unfolding of experiences in the present moment in a more effortless way, a more joyful way, a more peaceful way. And then, of course, how life manifests. And it doesn't mean that life needs to change in a massive way. It's maybe it could be small things as well, but they're, adding up, so that life itself becomes more truthful for us, more suitable for us. And then it becomes simpler, which doesn't sound super exciting, but I can tell you it's very exciting, because the simpler, the better, because simple is easy. And we don't want complication, because there is so much complication in the human, specifically or especially around the mind. The mind is, we always think we're so smart and we figure it out, and we think so much, And it's, of course, yes, we need to use the mind. It's a tool, we need to use it. But at the same time, it brings up a lot of problems. It creates a lot of problems. And it's the opposite of simplicity. We want to have a simple mind. When thoughts are necessary, we have them. Otherwise, there is silence. Same in the system. When emotions need to be present, then we have them. And if there are no emotions present, then there is just silence and peace. That's it. So there are long periods during our day where we don't have any specific emotions. There's basically neutrality, which is then, so neutral state is peaceful. And this is why life gets so simple, because a lot is falling away that's not needed. And only that what is needed is then there when it's needed. And now there is a major recognition in the system, like from the system, that there are so many things going on, or there are things going on in life that are not necessary to be there, that are the opposite of simplicity, that are complicated, or that create a lot of tension and noise. And the system decides right now, because it recognizes this, to let them go. And for you, this means either things are falling away and you wonder why, they're just falling away. But you experience it from a positive point of view, or the recognition will be there. Oh, wow, this is actually not necessary. It just creates noise. And then this appreciation for silence, for just being in silence. It doesn't have to be meditation. Like you can even do something, but then experiencing this silence within you, this peace within you. And there is this appreciation for that, for this beautiful, beautiful silence and peace within. When there is this silence and peace, if there is information coming up, then you will see it and hear it. And you can act on it. Versus, if there's always so much going on, that there's so much information, you don't even know what's true for you and what not. But if there is nothing going on, and then something suddenly comes up, then you know, okay, this is my truth. There is an energy coming in. It's kind of a very persistent energy, and it has like an urge in it. It pushes you a little bit in the direction of living from your truth. Like it really wants that. So it gives the system a little push, a little yeah, a little wake up call or a little push to let go of what's not serving you and move into that what's serving you. And maybe you can feel there is next level relaxation happening, there is even more peace present. So let's sit with this beautiful peace and silence, and at the same time, with all this quality present of clarity, truth, freedom, and many more. Let's sit with this for another 1 or 2 minutes before we finish this session. Okay, we are finished. I hope you're feeling next level peaceful, because I do.